guys, Jill Colleen here for Rabbit Hole Designs. Today I'm going to show you how you can take a big 6x4, 4x6 background stamp and use just a section of it to create a really fun card. I'm going to use the desert background stamp and I'm going to pair it with a sentiment from Sassy Sentiments. So let's get on with the video. Hi guys, so here is my big desert background stamp, the 4x6 stamp, and I am just going to stamp a small portion of it. And I've already lined up my stamp with where I want it on my small little square. So I know you're seeing I'm just sort of eyeballing. I knew I wanted to put it at 1.5 is where it goes over. And I'm going to use my Gina K Obsidian, which is what I like to use when I'm using Copic markers. So just ink that up really well. And go ahead and drop it right on. And I have my little homemade Misty tool or Chucky tool or whatever. Mine is actually the lid from a Yankee candle with some chair felt glued to it. So you can make them really simply if you don't have one. And there I have the little image that I am going to stamp, or that I stamped, and then I'm going to color for you and make into a card. Let's get on with the coloring. Hey guys, check out this really cool little background I did with some Princess Pink paper and this really awesome stuff we have now called Stencil butter. And this is the pearl white, and I paired it with my flame stencil, and I used my little Nuvo tool and got this cool background. So now I'm going to put together my card and show you how I use this really neat background. So let me show you how I'm going to use all of our components to put together this card. I like to use lots of layers. If you hadn't noticed, with my cards I always have tons of layers. I love fun foam and double-sided adhesive to make my cards pop. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my card base, and I'm going to add this this gray layer, this warm gray layer. And I use tape runner. I use a lot of tape runner, I'll admit it. I'm not a liquid glue person. Just can't get used to it, I guess. So I'm gonna put down this layer first, and then I'm gonna put down this black layer on top of it. And I'm gonna center that, giving it a nice little border. Then I'm gonna add my really cool stenciled layer. I love the way this white pearl looks against the pink. It really pops. And if you haven't tried this stencil butter stuff, you really need to check it out. It's really neat. So this is gonna get centered right onto the black, so that little black border is really gonna make the pink and the stencil pop. Now I have my little black square, and I did put fun foam and double-sided adhesive on that, and that's how I'm gonna attach it. But I'm going to mount my image that I colored onto the black square before I mount it. It's just a little easier for me to do it that way. And again, this little black border is just gonna make my image pop a little bit more. And I'm gonna attach that, I'm gonna attach it with the fun foam and the double-sided adhesive. And I'm just gonna mount this right up near the top. See how perfect that pink, I don't know if you can see, my pink paper really picks up the BV double, triple, quad zeros. It really picks up that pinky in there. So next I'm going to add my sentiment, and I used a sentiment from the Sassy Sentiments, and this one's called Calm Down, We Can Make It Look Like an Accident. And I cut that out with a little a word die, a banner die. And I'm going to attach it with foam squares just so it sits up a little bit just like my image does. And I'm going to center that right down here in the flames. And there you go. Calm down. We can make it look like an accident out in the desert. See you for the next card. Thanks.